All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to offer my 2 cents to this so-called apology that Bishop Dr. Earl Carter did with regards to what he said years ago in a Cogic meeting. Now, there's a couple different channels that have their responses to Dr. Bishop Earl Carter's apology. And they say he should not have apologized. Okay. And the content creator said that Bishop Earl Carter basically apologized for what he said as far as to preaching against the lifestyle, just say it like that. Now, Bishop Earl Carter did not apologize for the message. He apologized. If you go back and look at the video, he apologized for the harsh words he used. He didn't apologize for preaching against sin. He apologized for the harsh words. That's what I got from that, okay? So, and knowing him the way I know him, that's exactly what he did. And if you was to interview him, I can guarantee you, he will tell you, I didn't apologize for preaching against sin. I apologize for using harsh words and offending people and using those words that I use. In other words, what he's saying is, I could have used different words. I would have said what I said in a different manner, right? So, now, secondly, Bishop J. Drew SHEARD, I've known him years ago when he was elder and pastor from Detroit, Michigan. And he's now the presiding bishop of the Church of God in Christ. So, Bishop is a politician. Because knowing the Church of God in Christ, like I know, I was an ordained elder in the Church of God in Christ. I know what bishops and pastors talk about behind the scenes, right? It was a political move, right, to open the door for Bishop Dr. Earl Carter to come back, because he has a lot of influence, right? He can draw a crowd. He's very articulate in his speech. And he is a typical Church of God in Christ preacher. Anybody, if you're a Cogic preacher, you know what I mean by that, typical Church of God in Christ preacher, right? Church of God in Christ is very political when it comes to topics. I should know, because I was a member of the second presiding bishop's son, Bishop O.T. Jones Jr. May he rest in peace. I was one of Bishop O.T. Jones' favorites, right? I would like to believe that. He used to always call me over to his office all the time, want to talk to me, right? But anyway, the reason why I know Cogic is political, and the reason why I know that Bishop J. Drew SHEARD was political, because you could basically brush up people and to the point where it makes people feel like that you actually really was saying, I'm sorry, right? He said it, and he's not taking it back. He just apologized for the choice of words he used. He means everything he preached about. So, should he have apologized in that manner? I would have, because like I said, Cogic's political. I would have said preaching The sermon, I don't apologize for. The words, because it wasn't clear, but those that know, those that are politically connected know what he was saying. He wasn't apologizing for preaching when he preached. He was apologizing for choosing those words that were offensive to people. That's what he's talking about, right? So, as I close, Cogic is political because of the subject of women pastors, right? And I've had many conversations with my bishop about that subject when he was living, when I was a part of the Church of God in Christ. I was a pastor in the Church of God in Christ. They would not touch that with a 10-foot pole, right? Bishop was one of the bishops, my bishop, O.T. Jones, was one of the bishops where women were actually ordained as elders, but they had to pull it back because they got pushed back because they had given women power, the same power that the ordained elders had, right? So they played around that topic, and to this very day, I don't know if they even actually clarified it, because when I was in Cogic, a woman wasn't called a preacher. She was called evangelist or deacon evangelist, right? And then they gave them titles called chaplains, right? So Cogic is political. Earl is political. J. Drew SHEARD is political. And I think it was a political stunt to bring him back into Cogic, right? He's going to get some speaking engagements through that, right? People are going to look at him, and he's going to be more crafty now. So if he actually goes somewhere and preaches, he's going to choose his words. He's going to say what he say, because I know Bishop Earl Carter is who he is. But he's going to fix it to where he could stab you with a smile on his face by being, it's like a person going to a dentist, and a dentist put some Novocaine in your mouth so he can put that needle in you. And that's what Bishop Earl Carter is going to do when he start preaching. He's going to put Novocaine and say the same thing. That's what's going to happen. And with that, I say shalom.